Chapter 4, Summer 1988. It was summertime and hot enough outside to scramble eggs on Dad's 10-year-old 1978 burnt orange Chevy Malibu parked out front. Summer in the Southwest can be blistering hot. Just touching the handle on that Malibu could result in an uncomfortable shock of heat. The sun beats down on everything here, causing paint to fade on houses and cars alike. We live in a double-wide mobile home that is a faded blue color like old acid-wash denim jeans. The house, like the exterior paint indicates, is aged and has this worn-out carpet in every room. Our humble little abode is located next to Bert's Towing, doubly known as Bert's Junkyard. Bert's owner is Bert himself, who also owns the house we live in and collects $400 a month in rent from my parents. The land to the north of our happy home consists of approximately half an acre of old junk cars that have all seen better days. We have a porch attached to the front of our house with concrete laid down that runs from end to end along the front. It is about 3 feet in width and length, also stopping where the cement ends. There's an awning that covers the concrete porch in the exact same measurements. In front of the cement, there is a small plot of grass and weeds that make up our yard. Our front door faces east, so when the sun rises in the mornings, it peeks through the tiny window on the front door. The front door opens into our living room, dining room, and kitchen. An old wood burning stove sits in the center of the living room. It scares me. One time my dad lit the stove and told me to put the matches in the kitchen, but I put them down on top of the stove, not realizing that the heat would cause them to catch fire. The match heads caught fire, burning quickly and disintegrating into ashes. For a few minutes, the little pieces of ash and soot lingered in the air before settling back on the top of that little stove. There is now a crystal clear mental note to self impressed upon my memory about where to place items like matches when someone asked me to put them away. The living room has this worn-out 1970s style orange-colored shag carpet. The carpet is the same shade as cat vomit, but some parts of it are soft on my bare feet as they move across the floor. Mom won't let us wear our socks around the house because the friction causes them to wear and they get holes in them. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard, so I wear them around the house out of rebellion, until she insists that I take them off or put my shoes on. There are places where the seams of the carpet are so worn that the staples poke through. This is why I continue to rebelliously wear my socks in the house to begin with, because the staples will catch the sock and might cause a run, but it's still better than catching my bare feet. Our house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. My mom and dad have the master bedroom with the bathroom inside, and then I and my 2 brothers share the other bathroom. I'm almost 6 when we move into this house. Colin is 3, and Shane is a snot-nosed little baby. He cries all the time. Sometimes Colin and I make boo-hooing sounds while calling him things like crybaby and snot-nosed ball bag. Mom says we're mean, but he cries all the time, and he never sleeps. And he's so stupid, he can't even feed himself, so Mom has to do it for him. Colin and Shane share a room, and I get my own room. Their room is located down the hall to the left, and it shares a wall with the dining room. It's small, and it smells like boys. Shane sleeps in my mom and dad's room sometimes because he's always crying. My room is just across the hall from theirs, but the door is at the end of the hallway. There is a closet across from my room, and it has a standing mirror mounted to the outside of it. I find this mirror absolutely fascinating to stare at and scary at the same time. Oftentimes, when I get up to use the restroom in the middle of the night, I forget it's there and jump, thinking someone is in the house, only to realize it's just me. This mirror is where I notice for the first time that I am not a pretty girl. Many nights I find myself staring at that mirror for hours in the dark, examining all my imperfections. I'm skinny and built like a box, with teeth too big for my mouth and feet too big for my legs. Every single mole, freckle, and dimple on my person are discovered in these mirror staring sessions. The freckles that decorate my skin are the flaws I hate the most, and it always looks like I could connect the dots if I just grabbed a pen. I noticed two prominent moles on my face, one just to the left of my mouth and one on my right cheek, just in line with my nose. People always say moles are beauty marks, which I really don't understand because I don't feel beautiful with mine. Mom says some famous lady, Cindy Crawford, is known for her beauty mark. I saw Cindy Crawford on TV once. She looks just like a regular person, not some gorgeous supermodel. She's just a person, and she's old, like my mom. Over the course of these stare at me and self-loathe midnight marathons, I realize I don't love myself. I dislike everything about myself. Deep inside, I really dislike my entire existence. Eventually, I tire of staring at my own unpretty face and go to bed. This becomes my nightly ritual and goes on for weeks until school starts and I start needing to sleep more. That's the end of chapter 4. Stay tuned for chapter 5.